So my favorite portrait painting exercise is doing this. It's a portrait, but comprised of just flat planes. I like this because it takes a portrait and it simplifies it. I mean, look at this. If I asked you to paint this, like where would you start? How would you get an accurate drawing? What colors would you use? How would you create the form? But when I show you this, it seems a lot more doable and it seems to make things make sense. And now the good news is that I'm going to be teaching this during Paint Week. Yes, Paint Week is coming back. Now, if you don't know what Paint Week is, Paint Week's a week where I pretty much give out a free mini course. I've done this 2 times before. The first time was with the foundations of painting. We did a still life and then a landscape. And the second time I did it was with landscapes. And I talked about how to construct a composition and then paint a painting using big flat shapes. And in both paint weeks, there was over 3,000 students, which was a lot of fun because there's a private Facebook group where everybody can post their paintings. And I actually choose a couple of those for the last day of Paint Week, where I do a live critique and Q&A over Zoom. I only do 1, maybe 2 of these a year, so you definitely don't want to miss it, especially because this time is the first time we're going to be doing portraits during Paint Week. But the absolute main, most important thing Paint Week is for is having fun and learning. So this Paint Week is going to be May 6th to the 11th. On the first day, I released the section on drawing. I'm going to teach you how to get an accurate drawing for a portrait and actually walk you through getting the drawing onto your canvas. And then 2 days later on the 8th, I released the painting section where I lecture a little bit about planes and values and color before I walk you through doing the painting exercise. And then on the last day, the 11th, I'm going to hold a live critique Q&A on Zoom. So we got about a month until Paint Week, but make sure to sign up now so you can get the materials list so you're all ready to go once Paint Week arrives. And the link to Paint Week is in the description of this video. So why did I choose this exercise for Paint Week? Why didn't I choose to just paint a normal portrait? Well, there's a lot of reasons. The first is I didn't want anybody to feel intimidated going into Paint Week. You know, it's just an exercise. There's no pressure to create a perfect polished portrait painting. And second, I really feel that doing this will teach you more and take you further with your portraits than just trying to copy me doing a portrait painting. Also, I've never seen anyone teach planes this way because I've taken the photo reference and then broken it down into flat planes based off the Asaro head model. And the thing is that you can't do this in an app or with like a filter in Photoshop. Like I actually had to go in by hand in Photoshop and create these planes. And just doing this, I feel like has so many benefits that honestly, I wish I would have like done this 10 years ago. You know, first, I'm going to show you how to get an accurate drawing because I feel like a lot of people struggle with. It's going to help you better understand planes, which in turn is going to help you understand value and color and form a lot better. I'm also going to show you how to get a likeness and like what creates a likeness. You're going to strengthen your ability to see more subtle shifts in value and color. You're going to understand what you need to do to paint loose yet accurate, and to have purposeful brushwork in your portraits. And probably one of the coolest things is you're gonna learn how to paint like a sculptor, which means carving the portrait out, not drawing it out very detailed and then coloring inside the lines. Now, all the stuff I teach during Paint Week applies to any medium. So if you're in acrylics or pastels, watercolors, you're still gonna get a lot out of it. Now, one of the main reasons I like doing Paint Week is to make you feel obligated to actually paint. I know a lot of people struggle to make time to paint, but if you have like an obligation to paint, you're more likely to do it. And also during the live Q&A, I will have a special announcement, so you don't want to miss that. So again, if you want to sign up for Paint Week, the link is in the description of this video. It's completely free, and I highly suggest signing up now so you get the materials and make sure you got everything you need. All right, I'm Chris Fornatero here telling you to go get painting.